Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Melissa Estavillo and I'm a licensed clinical psychologist here at Biltmore Psychology and Counseling. Welcome to our video blog. For the month of April, we're talking about infertility. We got a couple questions, but we'd love more questions from people, so if you want to leave those in the comments below, we'll look through some of those and answer them throughout the month. And as always, like the video and subscribe for future content. So the third question that we got most recently was, how does stress influence infertility? So this is kind of a nitty-gritty question. So there are certainly places where stress influences the body, and we can talk about that in a second. But it's a very common go-to that when a woman or a man or a couple that is going through infertility, they're struggling and hasn't been successful, people's minds automatically go to, it must be stressed. And then this person that's very clearly stressed about going through infertility feels like it's their fault, and they're like, how do I keep my stress down when I'm clearly going through something stressful? So the biggest thing that I want to emphasize is that if your body is struggling to be able to sustain or create a pregnancy, stress is not the primary cause. It can be something that makes the pressure really acute and really overwhelming. It can be something that, interestingly, we can see some slight hormonal changes where progesterone is a little bit lower because it's actually being converted, the base of it is to cortisol. And so there can be small things, but usually those are not big enough things that actually throw off someone's entire system. And so where this is important, I really encourage you to ask your medical doctor, ask your reproductive endocrinologist about this, is that with the stress conversation, there's so much self-blame, where couples just feel so upset that somehow they're doing this to themselves. And the research just really does not show that that's true. And so the best thing is knowing this is not my fault. I'm not creating this hostile environment within my body. And when there's a little bit more of this relaxation, I don't know that it necessarily changes the process of getting pregnant, but it changes the experience of that. And you know, with working with couples, for me, that's super important, is to find the way that they can be on the same team, they can be connected, and not feel like this is just a hellacious process. You know, a lot of people, what they've said is, you know, I didn't know that I was going to get pregnant, but if I had somehow had a crystal ball and known 2 years later, 5 years later, however long later, that I would have a baby, what would I change? And they would say, I wouldn't have been so upset and miserable and stressed throughout the process. I would have enjoyed life during that time. So that's an important piece, is helping couples be able to enjoy life as they're going through something stressful, knowing it's not their fault, but knowing that it's really difficult too. So more questions like this are always welcome. We'd love for you to, like I said, put them in the comments below and I'll answer them as they come. Thank you guys.